the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Nsem-Pii TV na masombusu amuti. Na it is all palm and pageantry going into November 4th, 2023, which is the D-Day. Yeah, the new patriotic party. Yes, you want to say, omo de bepe nipa obitu franka ediama party. No, now we said the campaign no esi elko gidi no. It looks as if we said the entire contest is dependent on the vice president and the member of parliament for Asin Central, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Kennedy Ohene Japan, respectively. Now, there is this possibility, say, Nipa, the new patriotic party, between me and now representing the party going into the 2024 elections, can also emerge as being the president of the Republic of this country when he is sworn in on January 2024 and now 2025. So much is at stake. Now, we are in the selection of a leader for a political party vis-a-vis a leader for a country. There are so many factors here nipa people consider. Apart from in someone nipa no akasa womanya wo mu nipa etwa de ho ahia e ka no. It is also very, very important to take note of the fact to say, and people from the outside, recognize leaders from the outside. And the fact, leader no, the person or non a political party no him. Eno, ama Nsem-Pii TV, yedie na yako pipi and Sembia, some notable African and world leaders aka edi afa one of the presidential aspirants seeking to be elected as the flag bearer of the NPP, no other than the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The Enyanwanwa says some of these world leaders are labeled as the whiskey in African politicking. Now, the Edikan, someone, former Prime Minister, Edema Canada, era Stephen Harper. Stephen Harper happens to be the Prime Minister of Canada from 2006 to 2015. Now, Papai this announcement in a tweet. Now the Vice President has delivered keynote address at the IDU conference. Now, Papai someone will train be was say, my congratulations to Ghana's Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Nsem-Pii Bawumia, for his outstanding achievement in the field of promoting digitization and efforts to promote freedom and democracy in Ghana and across the African continent. I see him as Africa's pioneer to digitalization. And someone, Stephen Harper, Prime Minister of Canada, or the two general. Now, the Vice President at the World Bank, Dr. Hafiz Ghanem, and so H. said, or shower praises on the Vice President for his revolutionary decision, especially the digitization agenda, pointing out that technology continues to play a major role in our daily lives and any effort for its further adoption is a step in the right direction. So was using technology today to improve the quality of education is something that is happening all over the world. Even the quality of healthcare using digital technology is important. It is really a big area that we would like to support and work with Ghana on because of the timely intervention of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Your Excellency, you mentioned using digital finance or fintechs, which is extremely important. That is how we can achieve quickly financial inclusion, how we can get everybody to have a bank account. You also mentioned plans of industrialization and basically transforming the Ghanaian economy into a digital economy. We at the World Bank Group pledge our support to this wonderful initiative, and we see you as an initiator to the rest of the African continent. And digitalization no a ebisi faso bia ni so onya hwe nka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enkosi factory nkosi baby apolo nipa ansa ne hunu se wo ye bibi. World and African leaders are etumi dwene ko akire etumi dwene centuries ahead. Ena eka sansem yi edefa this momentous initiative by the vice president into this country's mammoth economy. Now, the former Emir of Kano, yeah, was signed the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mohammed Sanusi Lamidu. And I know also did some kakra to shower praise on the vice president for his role in leading Ghana's digitization drive. Now, nowadays, some you took at a meeting, and a Sanusi Lamidu, yeah, said an amici, or a governor for the Central Bank of Nigeria, in Phoebe Chemu, yeah, Nadia, Yankopaya, don't want to send it to the throne of the Emir of Kano. Eka Eddie praises Emma, the vice president, for his good work, including leading Ghana's digital platforms and payment systems. Or say, Your Excellency, I have heard so many good things about your work in Ghana. Your digital work I am aware of because I happen to be on the global board of MTN and we have an operating office in Ghana, so we get reports in Johannesburg on what is happening in different countries. So we do know what is happening in the digital space, fintechs and so on within Ghana. Sanusi Lamidu said, you have become a pioneer of digitalization and I pray that leaders of our country, Nigeria, will humbly come under your feet and learn how to digitize our formal economy. And to answer you someone, Sanusi Lamidu, the Emir of Kano, former Central Bank of Nigeria governor, Edituja Edifa, the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nina, in the field of digitization, the and the encahe and fasobia niso. I just could be a factory and sign your juma away. Now let's continue. This interesting one is from the president of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame. Now Paul Kagame, any cartabia your friend the New African Magazine and an etching and como. Now the New African Magazine, some form of an award, recognize Africa's 10 most influential leaders. This is as of 2022. As I'm making. Omo enlisted 10 Africa's most influential leaders. Yeah, no, Paul Kagame, the president of the Republic of Rwanda, no Kaho. Now, interestingly, in Ghana, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's name captured in 2022 as one of Africa's most influential leaders. Now, and come to China, course, on Yentian someone, Paul Kagame, Eka Edifa, the Vice President of this Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, was saying his reforms are setting a unique precedent on the African continent. His digitization agenda has resulted in the implementation and adoption of a national identification system, a digital property addressing system, and a mobile money interoperability system, which is enabling a new set of opportunities for the consumer, including mobile wallets and greater financial inclusion. Dr. Bawumia, as I know him from afar, sees technology as the key to transforming Ghana's economy and delivering essential services. I have also lauded him for starting Ghana's recent oil for gold barter effort, which aims to use gold instead of the country's reserve of US dollars to pay for imported oil. This was a wise step to stop the depreciation of their currency, which is the cedi, and rein in the country's soaring fuel prices. Nobody, absolutely nobody, can downplay Dr. Bawumia's impact on Ghana's digitalization process. With the transformational policies championed by him, Ghana has achieved the following successfully issued digital national identity cards to Ghanaian nationals and residents, becoming the first African country to adopt a national digital property address system, which we, the good people of Rwanda, are learning from. again becoming the first African country to implement mobile money interoperability between mobile money account and bank accounts, being ranked number 1 in Africa in terms of access to financial inclusion, and B, the first African country to implement mobile money interoperability. Ghana has also become the world's largest provider of medical delivery services, employing drones, all thanks to his digitization initiatives. Enti wei enso eye ensamde ene ensam a ehwam a the president himself of Rwanda, Yewura Paul Kagame, na one the New African Magazine twetwe nkomo no observation a ono aye ya wadi to justice san nneoma ya efa the vice president ehunti no enye ne nwanwa se nei wabeka obi ti se ono Paul Kagame ho in the New African Magazine as one of the top 10 most influential African leaders. Na yento aso yewo Angela Rusigi, oye the continental representative at the United Nations Development Program. Honestly, Eddie too just say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a champion of digitalization, and his work has expedited inclusive development across the length and breadth of this country. He, I will say, is a pioneer to digitalization and is pivotal in Ghana's well-received digitalization effort, in which other African countries are now copying from. The way every Angela Rusigi, or continental representative at the United Nations Development Program. Now, we also free the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris also the Nsem-Pii during her 3-day visit to Ghana. And I will say, when in your man was also observe Eddie Free, the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. As the Vice President of the USA, Kamala Harris has acknowledged the contribution of Ghana's Vice President towards medical delivery service in the improvement of healthcare in the country. The initiative, championed by Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has seen an efficient and smart way of delivering emergency medical supplies to even remote areas in the country where a zip line through drones, yetimi deliver medical equipment, yetimi deliver vaccines, yetimi deliver medicines to even remote areas of this country. It is a wonderful initiative started by the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obian to me in himself. And no one and the Vice President of the United States, Yamame Kamala Harris, Ekasa de Famo. Now speaking at a lecture on Tuesday as part of a 3-day visit to Ghana, Kamala Harris enumerated the significant contributions the Vice President has done through his drone delivery service, including the delivery of over 9 million vaccines. In Ghana, this service has delivered more than 9 million vaccines, including those for COVID-19, she revealed. Currently, Ghana has about 6 active drone centers and 2 more set to open, to make the country the largest drone delivery service in the world. This achievement could only be made possible by the smart thinking of the Vice President sitting right behind me here, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This is not words of flattery, but this is hard work this young man has done. And the way Kamala Harris also digitization, she stressed, is essential for the growth and expansion of 21st century economies, as it benefits citizens in various endeavors, including students, farmers, entrepreneurs, business people, etc. One area where we must together make progress is in the digital economy. Whether you are a student relying on virtual courses, a farmer relying on an app for early warning about extreme weather, or a small business owner looking to sell goods online, digital services are essential to 21st century economy, she said. She noted that while some African countries are lagging behind in terms of digital services and significant digitization of their economies, others like Ghana are leading the charge in digital solutions, and the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a championer of this beautiful cause. This is just the first episode of it cuts across the world, because you have leaders from the US, leaders from the African continent, leaders from Europe. And for no other than the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yet still, we sit in this country blindfold ourselves because of political parochial interest, just to spew out, say, a political sentiment to say, but we have renowned world leaders acknowledging the impact of this young man, not only on this country, but the African continent as a whole, through digitization. People just refuse to accept the fact that a 21st century economy, production, industrialization solely depends on digitization. Without digitization, factories and without the digitization agenda, it is bound to fail. And these are assertions from renowned world leaders, proper world leaders. Kamala Harris, Paul Kagame, Sanusi, the mayor of Kanu, etc. Now, midway chat one, the last stroke that broke the camel's back, in 2017. Emra in 2016, during the packing stage of the Nsem-Pii administration from office, now Omutumi signed a contract. Now a year worth $1.2 billion, 4.6 billion cedis, with company and friend Acceptance Switch Systems Limited for mobile money interoperability. DNA Utumi use through bank accounts, the mobile money wallet, so Obitumi transfer sika from MTN to Tigo, from Airtel to Amma banking transaction. I so simple, and Obi send you sika from a budget straight partner to mobile money wallet. No, and then mobile money interoperability. Akwabanane Ecosan whole contract for $1.2 billion. Wait, and a group called Occupy Ghana, together with other CSO, civil society organizations, petition the office of the Vice President, then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Say, Papa, what by the contract you won't be mine. Now, through the initiative of the Vice President, Adiananka Yadiji $1.2 billion was done for $4.5 million, which is 17.1 million cedis, saving the taxpayer of over $1 billion. Such an intervention, still, people will still come and say, your guess is as good as mine.